when you try to convert, you don't really force the issue, you don't spam people.
There will be plenty of opportunities. Ang question is, are you ready?
Build natin yung reputation natin. You have to focus on your brand, di ba?
Oh, that makes it more important na yung reputation mo offline should be talagang built.
You have to wow your clients na I live up to my reputation.
If you have a good product, a good service, di ba? And maganda naman yung reputation mo, people will go to you instead of you chasing them.
You are watching the Executive Notes Masterclass. Our guest today is a global speaker and best-selling author who has made his mark in the field of training and development. With over 3,000 speaking engagements under his belt, he has inspired and empowered audiences across industries and generations. He's been featured in several media outlets, written books that have made an impact, and is known for his fresh take on the new ABCs of selling. Beyond the stage, he describes himself as an accidental speaker. And here's a fun twist. He's actually a big fan of WWE. His friends would describe him in just 3 words: hustle, loyalty, respect. Please welcome Mr. Jason Lo.
So let's welcome Sir Jason Lo.
Hey.
Thank you for
Hey,
coming.
just Jason,
Thank you
just
for your
Jason.
time.
Thank you for
Yes.
coming.
Okay. So, Jason, yung topic natin for this episode is Convert Part 2. No? It's a chapter from our book, Captivate. And would like to ask, ano yung insight na nag-resonate sa inyo about this chapter?
Well, yung convert kasi, di ba, napaka-importante ng reputation. So in other words, when you try to convert, you don't really force the issue, you don't spam people. Kasi di ba, ngayon, na yung tinuturo ngayon sa market is you need to get yourself out there, people should know you, and then yung pang-shock na mga videos na first 5 seconds I need to grab your attention. But that's not the way to build long-term relationships and your reputation. So pag na-build natin yung reputation natin, that's the beauty about it. People will go to you instead of you chasing them. And that's what I believe one of the mechanisms ng Captivate na talagang dapat maintindihan ng mga tao.
So how do you build your reputation? Lalo kapag, kasi yung most of our audience then starting pa lang yung business or MSMEs, very important, no? I agree na yung reputation mo talaga is very important. So how do you build that reputation?
You have to wow your clients, as cliche as it sounds, di ba? Parang pag nag-deliver ka ng services mo, hindi lang siya to a client's satisfaction, but you have to exceed expectations. Pag na-exceed mo yung expectations, then sila na yung maglalapit sa'yo. Tapos before you know it, yung word of mouth. It's ironic. It's a coincidence pala. So before this, I just got a call. Di ba may sinagot ako?
Yeah.
So a client was asking for 3 dates this coming October. So I got them because I did a session for another department. Okay lang ba magbanggit ng mga kumpanya? Yeah, CSM.
Okay.
So I did a session for them. Tapos okay siya. And then next, okay na naman. So ito, another batch. Another department. But this time, yung parang word of mouth. So inisip kasi ng tao, 'di ba, importante yung online reputation natin, which it is. It's important. But you have to build your own offline reputation first. Solid dapat yung offline mo para pag nag-online ka na, may pang-catch ka ng net ng fish and the net is strong.
Correct.
I think we talk about opportunities coming to you. There will be plenty of opportunities. And question is, are you ready? Right? So you have to build your capability. You build yourself online. Ba't kinakailangan din offline? Kasi ang mangyayari, so, hindi mo na paniniwala sa social media age. Hindi mo na alam kung anong paniniwala mo eh.
Lalo with AI ngayon.
Oo,
Exactly.
ang ganda sa social media pag parang you have to, you have to wow your clients na I live up to my reputation.
Parang profile ng ng girl. Wow, ganda na to. Pagkita mo na ng hindi na kayo photogenic AI-genic na pala.
Agree.
Hindi na filters, AI edited na.
Yeah.
Okay. And that makes it more important na yung reputation mo offline should be talagang built. No, na kailangan talaga yun. And your experience, Jason, is it more of the service kind of business or product kind of business?
Well, it's a service. Di ba sa business, di ba, there are 3 types, which is the manufacturing, retail, and service. So mine, I focus now on service, which is the trainings, education, the speaking engagements. But in a way, we've done all before. Some manufacturing, some retail.
Okay.
Kaya parang yun din yung nakatulong pagkausap ko yung mga companies. Yung
Kasi
parang
na-experience mo rin.
Exactly. Kinikwento pa lang nila, parang okay, alam ko na saan pupunta.
Yan yung nangyari Okay.
Yeah.
So yung mga challenges din sa business, it's a learning experience, no? And ang importante is you have to really learn from those experiences. And yung learnings na yun yung naging asset mo ngayon na tinuturo sa mga seminars mo.
Yeah. In fact, there are some invitations or talks na ayokong gawin before.
Okay.
Kasi branding You have to focus on your brand, di ba?
Okay.
Yung kasi counterintuitive na I need to be prolific, I can do anything. Ask me what topic, and then mali. Dapat meron kang lane na nakafocus ka lang.
Your niche, your own niche.
Yes, yung niche mo na, okay, ito yan. So, alam ng tao na pwede ka nilang puntahan. I think dalawa pwede siyang, since we spoke about SM, di ba si Robinsons, iba naman. Si Robinsons, in a way, parang they're settled na, okay, I will be the best number 2. Anong gagawin mo, telecom? Gagayahin kita, gagawa ko na. Galing din naman ng model. So, in a way, alam nila kung ano yung lane nila.
Saan sila puposisyon?
So, dito parang pag may certain topic, for example, you will be top of mind na ikaw yung maiisip nila. So, mine in particular, itong yung determined, kaya siya DEBT, because yun nga, nag-over-leverage ako. Sabi nila, di ba, mag-leverage ka. Over-leverage, ibig sabihin maraming utang. So, nag-over-leverage ako. Nawala lahat bankrupt. So there, I tell more about my story. Kaya ang nangyari, yun, nakakakuha ko ng invitation, which yun naman, yung sinishare ko, our financial journey, me and my wife, and also our debt story. Ang daming mga nakaka-relate, tsaka nagre-resonate sa kanila. But if it were up to me, I'd only focus on yung sa unique initially. Kasi nga, yun yung challenge how to also build awareness. Yeah.
I think we always go back to like what we've discussed with Paolo, the DNA. Your branding, you call it branding, we call it DNA. Now, this is your lane, this is your core capability, this is your core experience, and ikaw yung expert dito. Kasi no one can be an expert in your gifting.
Correct.
So when you stick to that, people will naturally gravitate towards the best. And if you're a market of one, ikaw lang ang kilala ron, right, top of mind, then you attract people who are in need of that. And isang gusto kong kwento or isang binanggit ni Jason is niching. The mentality, I think we discussed it in a previous episode, na not all customers are for you.
Oh yeah.
Right? You can say no to others because they will deliver you or bring you to a place na kung saan hindi mo hindi ka unique doon.
Madadilute ka lang.
Madadilute yung core competence mo or yung ability mo.
But it's like initially, we hear a lot of mga principles, mga lessons. Marami sa kanila tama naman. Pero mali yung sequence niya. For example, finance, di ba? They teach you about diversification. Nasa Bible pa yan. Tama naman ng diversification, pero initially, hindi ka pwede mag-diversify.
Correct.
Umpisa, wala ka naman i-diversify.
Survival mode ka pala.
Exactly. Tapos sa business, it's crazy if you will diversify initially. You have to, di ba, don't put all of your eggs in one basket. Mali yun sa umpisa. You have to put all of your eggs in one basket, protect that basket, grow that basket, di ba? Di ba? SM. Balik tayo kay SM. Saan mo nagsimula si SM? They sell anything under the sun, but they started with shoes. Kaya lang yung anak ko hindi na alam What's SM? Supermarket. Shoe mart. Diba? Amazon, they sell anything under the sun. What? Diba? They started with books. So once na break mo na yung wall na yan, you have to decide, do I want to scale or do I want to be a well-known restaurant na isa yung branch ko, pero ang dami pa rin pupunta. And ako pa rin yung kilala doon. And there's nothing wrong with that.
And isa sa common na question na natatanggap ko, kasi I also do mga entrepreneurial workshops and so on. And isa sa question is, paano ko malalaman anong business yung i-open ko? Anong klaseng business yung papasukin ko? Ano yung usual na answer mo?
Pag finance ang topic mo, laging tanong, ano ba, saan mo maganda mag-invest? Pag business naman, saan mo maganda mag-ano? Well, mali yung question Ang tamang question is, balik mo sa kanila, ano ba yung alam mo, experience mo, network mo? Kasi if you know what you're doing, you can turn trash into cash Diba? So, kung, in fact, yung basura, diba? May mga yan ang business Ayaw pasukin ng madami yan, pero malaki pera siya.
Less competitor dahil ayaw ang pasukin ng mga
Tapos, diba, tanungin mo yung mga Chinese, yung matatagal na yung business nila, yung tornilyo ng ganyang na sila pala lahat ng supplier.
Meron akong classmate ng college na yung family nila, ang business malaki and Lasal in school namin noong time na yun. Ang business nila, sila yung gumagawa ng plastic ng ice candy.
For real?
Galing.
Pero grabe, ang laki ng business nila. Very very simple, very galing. Talagang yung multiplier effect, iba rin.
Wow.
So you really have to know kung ano yung expertise mo, ano yung skill mo, and yung network mo. And from there, you'll know saan dapat.
Yeah.
Jason, I have a question. We talk about the first sale kasi conversion nito Can you walk us through who was your first client? What was the experience?
Ano ba yung ginagawa ko ngayon? O yung
unang-unang ginagawa mo sa talk na lang muna, sa talks.
Well, I started kasi at around 18, 19. Tapos, meron kaming years old.
Wow. Okay.
Tapos, meron kaming relative was a boutique in Alimol.
Okay.
And my wife wanted to buy something. I can't afford it with a 20 peso salary that I'm getting per hour.
Okay.
So, ginawa ko, sumama ako sa isang friend, may party. So, 18, 19 lang, nila yung nakikisabay. Doon sa party, nakalimutan ko magbabango.
Okay.
So yung friend ko may pabango siya. Sabi ko, bro, hiram naman pag mo, nakalimutan ko. Sabi, sige lang. Spray ako ng ganun. Sabi niya sa akin, Jace, yan yung business ko. Hula mo magkano yan. Di pabango, sabi ko, 3,000, lower daw, 2,000, 1,500, lower pa din. Sabi ko, magkano ba yan? 150 pesos daw.
150 pesos.
Ang tawag daw doon, imitation perfume. Yung pag in-spray mo, may katabi ka, sumingot ng ganon. Wala nang amo yun. So, ang dami yan na benta. So, yung time na yun, kinuha ko sa kanya ng 120. Binibenta ko ng 150 to 250. Tapos, nilalako ko yan. Kunyari, kasi ako yung youngest 11 years gap namin ng brother ko. So, yung mga kaibigan nila, nag-work na, nagbe-business na. Pupunta ako, for example, yung isa ng business niya, meron siyang ice cream store. Mga dessert, lahat ng sako. Okay, meron akong pabango. Kunin niyo na sa akin ng 150, 300 to. So, hulugan, 2 gives. Pero pag di nagbayad, okay na ako. Bawi pa rin. Na-discover ko sa Tutuban, nasa 120 yung, nasa 80 ang puhunan. 80. And then ang dami doon. It's, di ba, a haven for those kinds of items. We sold like more than 50 to almost 100 gift items. And I turned it into a concept called house-to-house Tiangge. So nakahanap ako ng mga high-end suppliers din na halimbawa, chopping board, home shopping TV. Ang presyo 2,150.
Okay.
Kuha ko 150 lang.
Wow.
Sila yung supplier.
Okay.
So, binibenta ko ng 250. Ano talaga? Hotcakes. Tapos, pupunta kami sa isang bahay ng friend namin. Yung mga mayayaman. Yung mga friends pa ng mga kapatid ko kasi sila yung matatanda nun eh. So, ano yan? Dadala kami ng mga 50 plus gift items. Pipili siya. Okay, kuha ko na to 10. Kuha kong ganyan. Ang pinakamalaking sale namin, yung mga mayaman na wala ng time na mag-shopping, naka 80,000 ako.
Wow.
80,000.
Yeah, one person.
Wow.
Tapos may mga celebrities. Yung time na sikat pa sila, and she's very nice to us. Si Princess Punzalan. Bought like 50,000 worth.
Wow.
Yung mga ganun. Meron lang minsan sumasablay kami sa mga products. Kasi hindi ko naman na-check lahat, di ba? So meron isa, sabi niya, original ba tong Ferragamo mo? Konti lang naman yung mga branded. Sabi ko, oo, kasi ito yung supplier niya. Sabi niya, bakit parang mali yung spelling, kulang ng R. So, doon ako nag-start. And this is what's funny, after that, nakakapagod kasi yung house-to-house Tiangge. Hindi pa uso yung internet back then. So, yung journey ko, ang dami kong ginawa, na-bankrupt ako. Problem was, kaya I'm speaking from experience. I had at 26, 27, I started 4 different businesses. Most were very small. Some eventually became medium-sized. So yung na-bankrupt ako, hindi ko alam yung gagawin ko. Nalaman ng mga suppliers ko back then, 3 different people. Tapos, hindi sila magkakilala. Lahat sila same yung offer sa akin. Sabi sa akin, Jason, narinig ko yung nangyari sa'yo. Punta ka ng warehouse, tapos pili ka lang. Pag nabenta mo, remit mo sa amin. Pag hindi, balik mo lang. Walang problema.
Parang consignment.
And ending up, I had like around 500,000 to 1 million.
Wow.
Puhunan. Diba?
Na consignment.
Consignment. Puhunan ko laway lang.
Yeah.
Diba? Pag naubos ang laway, inom.
Inom lang muna.
Agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yun yung that's how I started.
How did you create repeat customers on that? Kasi Captivate is big on repeat customers or retention.
Yeah.
You're selling products.
Right.
How do they come back? How do you make them come back?
It's the same thing now that I'm in training also.
Yeah.
It's really the relationships that you build.
Yeah.
And I saw that that's a good point, no? Yung sabi mo na kailangan yung client mo maging kaibigan mo.
Yeah.
Tapos
Treat your
pag naging-
customers as your best friend.
As your best friend.
Yeah.
And then eventually, they become your kumbaga nagiging loyal clients. Ito kasi yung difference ng client, regular client and loyal client. So the client gets from you, regular gets from you from time to time. Ang loyal client naman, and here's the key, they are willing to be inconvenienced to work with you.
Yeah.
Rolls-Royce. Wag na lang natin, uso pala yung, wag na, kalimutan niyo muna yung payong, ha? Wala ko na yan. Okay, Rolls-Royce. So, di ba, even if you can buy, you have money, you have to be qualified. I love Toyota. Pero di ba, sabi nila, yung saying, it takes 12 hours ba yun to make a Toyota? But it takes 6 months to make a Rolls-Royce because it's handcrafted. And people are willing to wait in line. Si Rolex, di ba, they created this parang, yung
Shortage.
FAKE, shortage. Parang fake demand na, di ba, nasa ka na, pang 900 ka na sa linya. Imposible naman yun. Hindi mo kayang gumawa ng 900 na relo. Pero it's brilliant. So now you have to wait in line. And similarly, I'm blessed that I have clients na parang, tatawag talaga. Pwede ba minsan 1-2 months ahead of time para mabook. Pero kung hindi, there are some who are willing to move their entire schedule. Kasi they would fly people, they would bring So I'm really blessed na kasi nakita nila yung relationship din namin and how I looks like serve them to the best of my capability.
Galing. So, dito sa service na business, how do you improve or how do you cultivate your clients? How do you nurture them and convert them?
Yung iba-iba kasi yung parang clients, the different facets of it. Pero maybe we can use this analogy na parang minsan, hindi naman playing hard to get, Pero ipakita mo yung package mo, and then show it to them. But hindi ka rin yung masyadong atat.
Hindi desperate.
Hindi ka desperate. So you know your position, you know the service that you offer, and the mindset that sales is about serving the people you are meant to serve. You're not meant to serve everyone. And if you focus on those people, then those people know people who are also in the same line, same industry, and yun ang difference ng sales and marketing, di ba? Ang marketing is about awareness. Sales naman, you close the deal. So now, you know where to create the most noise, awareness, and you will captivate them. Kasi nga, di ba, nakita nila na, oy, and sila mismo nag-uusap sila. Instead of parang shotgun approach na boom, ito sniper ka.
I'd like to reference dun sa, I think, 2 episodes to, one with Paolo and one with Paco. When Paolo said that they talk about the DNA of the company.
What's the DNA again? You mentioned.
The DNA is your belief system.
Oh, the belief system.
The belief system of you as a company, your values. When you communicate that, you attract the people, your associates, who wants to work with you because that's your belief system. And you also attract your customers who share the same belief system. So DNA serves as the glue. And then the beauty of it, how you organically grow, is because these people tend to gravitate towards people who have the same belief system. Also know other people, and that's how they will bring you your customers will bring their friends to you because parehas kayo ng values. Right? But kinakailangan nga na kahit parehas kayo ng values, you have to have a great product.
Correct.
Diba? Kasi values are not enough. If you have a crappy product, right, or a service. So it has to be both ways. It's a combination of strong core values and real value na nabibigay natin sa customers natin.
Yeah, whether product or service. And also dun sa chapter, there's thing mentioned about lead tests. No? In your case, in your profession or business, ano yung lead test na ginagamit?
Well, we've done several. May mga hits, hit and miss. So one miss before kasi one of the things that my book shows would be the DISC profiles, yung unique assessment. So we created this assessment, pero wala siyang funnel. Grabe yun. Wala kaming ads and anything. Umabot ng parang 12,000 to 15,000. Di lang yata 12,000. More than 15 yata to 20,000 yung na-capture namin na email because of that. Okay, know your personality. Boom. Sige. Pero sayang kasi nga yung funnel niya hindi pa namin alam back then.
Wala pang captivate nun.
Wala pa yan. Kung meron lang nito di ba? Na-capture ko lahat sila. And then yung mga videos, whether it's more high ticket na for corporate events, clients, or for those na B2C. My business kasi is mostly for trainings, B2B, meaning mga companies. So now, mas ginagamit ko siya for B2C. And I'm slowly venturing into that because it's a totally different animal. Magkaiba. Ang B2B sa trainings, at least, well, I guess in other industries as well, from B2C na pupunta sila sa seminar mo. Tapos, diba, it's a totally different market. But yeah, I also love that kasi you don't meet these people, diba? Parang occasionally lang magkakaroon ka ng mga ganyan. Pero for me, since it's not my lane yet, it can be cumbersome. Diba yung organize ka ng event, no? Grabe, yung parang 3 buwan mo in-organize, countless meetings, ganyan. Tapos yung minsan mag-show up ka sa isang event, mag-speak lang. Mas malaki pa yung kinita mo dun sa ginawa mo nun kaysa dito sa ilang buwan mong tinabaho. But when you meet people na for the first time na you find out, nag-travel pala to ng 16 hours just to get to the venue. So I encounter people like that. So nakakataba siya ng puso na tama na ginawa ko din to. And money doesn't matter naman as long as you're also creating impact.
Yeah. So again, you mentioned impact. No? Very important sa business talaga that really have an impact. Meron kang mission to create an impact sa market, sa customers, and so on. Galing. Grabe, ang dami kong insights, dami kong natutunan, hindi lang from the book, but also from this discussion. No? So, Jason, ano yung mga key takeaways mo from the book na pwede mong i-share sa audience natin?
Well, it's really that yung business natin, no, paano natin i-captivate yung tamang market, the people you are meant to serve. Kasi if not, maganda yung product mo, but you might become the best kept secret.
Yeah.
Now you see marketers out there who may not have the best product, who may not have the best service, but they're capturing a huge chunk of the market. But if you have a good product, a good service, di ba? And maganda naman yung reputation mo, and then you use this, captivate, then you'd be able to really see yung ma-exceed pa natin, no? Yung personal expectation mo of your own business. And be able to, and I guess that's one of the, diba? The goals is to scale.
Yeah.
Wow.
And automate.
Automate si Eric yun.
Pwede. If you need help sa automation, contact nila ako. So anyways, you also have additional reading materials para sa audience natin. So maybe you can encourage them, tell them ano yung difference ng mga books na available.
Oh, my books?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I wrote 4 books. So this is unique. This is about the 4 different kinds of people using the DISC assessment contextualized for a Filipino setting. Though I've taught this also internationally because the principles are universal. So you'd get to know your strengths and weaknesses and be able to treat people the way they want to be treated.
Okay.
So in sales, you can sell to people the way they want to buy. In leadership, you can lead people the way they want to be led. Tapos ito naman, yung book ko naman about behavioral finance. Determined, take control of your finances in your life. In Tagalog, #HuGotMoments. Nicolo, na kwento ko ba na yung, diba, nagnegosyo, tapos nalugi, nung na-bankrupt ako at the age of 30. So that's what I talk about this. And the essence would be why we do what we do when it comes to money. Hey, I just want to add, I love the cover. Ayan, tsaka, grabe, no? Ito ang nagdala dito, eh.
Yun!
Ayan. No, it's really a fantastic branding. Kumbaga, I remember the first time we met, nakalala kagad kita because of the suit, and then I found out, yun pala yung branding and everything. Yeah, fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Quick shout out to our sponsor. If you haven't grabbed your copy of Captivate yet, now's the time. It's available in physical book and ebook, so you can learn anytime, anywhere. And here's the best part. We have got an upcoming Captivate Masterclass where you get to apply the ideas hands-on and see real results for your business. Check out the schedule and register today. You can check the description below and level up your game with a Captivate book and Masterclass for attracting strangers into friends and customers for life.
So sir, ang ating challenge sa ating audience.
Yeah, since the challenge natin is all about conversion, can you share a practice that you do on how to convert, or tell a story on how you convert your first customer? Tapos i-share nyo sa ating comment box, and then we'll have that conversation next.
Yes, and when you share sa ating comment section, make sure you put a hashtag the executive notes. And of course, sa susunod nating mga episodes, we will have guests then that will share their story and insights. So kung meron kayong specific na person na gusto nyong makausap natin, ma-interview natin, post nyo na rin dyan sa comment section. So we'll see you sa susunod na episode.